Two women were driving when a large truck suddenly pulled in front of them, deliberately blocking their way and moving slowly. Amy quickly swerved around it and overtook the truck. As soon as they passed, Lucy leaned out the window and flashed an obscene hand gesture at the driver. That single act would bring serious consequences for both of them. No matter how fast Amy drove, the truck stayed right behind them, tailgating and provoking them constantly. She stepped on the gas, hoping to lose the driver, but pushing the car too hard caused the tires to overheat and one of them blew out. As the truck loomed closer and closer, the women feared the worst. But instead of hitting them, the truck suddenly veered to the side and drove past. Relieved, Amy got out to change the flat tire. But just as she loosened the first lug nut, she noticed in horror that the truck had turned around and was now barreling straight toward them. She and Lucy ran for the open field nearby, but in the panic, Amy tripped, hit the ground hard, and passed out. When she came to, Lucy was gone. With no idea where her friend had gone, Amy jumped in the car and drove while trying to call the police. But out in the middle of nowhere, there was no signal. She had no choice but to keep driving. Soon, the gas gauge was nearly empty, but thankfully, she spotted a gas station up ahead. She pulled in, started fueling, and ran to the nearby phone booth to call for help. But just as she managed to dial, she heard a familiar sound behind her, the truck's horn. It was coming straight for her again. Amy dropped the phone and ran to her car. The truck followed and rammed into her vehicle again and again. Desperate, Amy spun the wheel and charged straight toward the truck, ready to die just to stop it once and for all. At the last moment, both drivers swerved. The truck skidded and came to a stop, teetering at the edge of a cliff. Shaken, Amy stepped out of the car when suddenly, she heard a phone ringing. But it wasn't her phone. The sound was coming from the trunk. A wave of dread washed over her as she rushed to open it. Inside was Lucy's lifeless body. She had been murdered and stuffed in the trunk long ago. As the truck slowly began reversing again, Amy, now filled with rage, jumped into her car and floored it, driving straight into the truck. It tumbled off the cliff. Amy had finally avenged Lucy.